Traduzir? Vamos começar então. Tradução, Redux. Vamos embora, vai. Tá.
Anti-cheat,
balanceamento, ranked e também criação de conteúdo. Para essa Season 5, para essa nova Season, vamos conversar um pouco sobre isso. Agora, eu sou o cara responsável por falar de cheater, que a situação tá complicada. Foda-se o cheater.
Mas isso aí ele falou também no índio.
Nós sabemos que tem cheater. Cheater não tem lugar nesse jogo. Meu Deus, será que é isso mesmo? Cheater não tem lugar nesse jogo e nunca vai ter. No Rainbow Six Siege, os cheaters estão entupindo o servidor. Tá complicado.
We all agree that anti-cheat is the area we need to be investing in, and that's exactly what we're doing. Starting in Season 4, we will be doubling the deployment of anti-cheat updates per week to make it harder for cheaters to even show up in the first place.
10ª vez que eu escuto isso desse Kratos. Aí, puta que pariu. Para.
Fun isn't a binary data point, but it is the heartbeat of the experience. Protecting it is part of our responsibility, and we will not lose sight of this. On the rank side, coming soon with Season 4, matchmaking will become smarter by considering your visible rank for tighter, fairer matches. You'll get all the details during the reveal. We've also announced back in October that we are currently deep in development on a full ranked overhaul, which will launch during Year 11, Season 2.
Não tem a tradução do bagulho do YouTube, não? Não tem, né?
Não. Tá aí. Falou que vai melhorar a ranked, vai ter um sistema diferente agora de balanceamento de players. A cobra vai fumar. Mais transparência. E agora, se você é um bagre, cobre, você vai ser cobre. Você não vai ser champion. Você que é ouro e é champion, vai voltar pro seu ouro. Porque você é bagre, pai. É isso que ele tá resumindo.
One of the requirements to gain access to this next level competitive playlist is you need to be a champion during the current season. This is a fully visible MMR competitive leaderboard for the best Siege players. You will see exactly where you stack up against your region and the global standings. We will be actively monitoring and reviewing all players that enter this playlist to ensure that any bad actors are stripped from the leaderboard.
Vocês perceberam isso aí que ele tá falando? Vai ter uma playlist
more aggressive security measures will be brought online when this playlist goes live to further secure it and maintain the competitive integrity. We will reveal more about this playlist at SI, but what I can say for now is that being champion is one thing. Staying at the top of the ladder, it's a whole other level. We briefly mentioned last month our plans to deliver bigger seasonal updates. And now we're excited to introduce the new
Vai ter ban manual, Guardiola, nessa playlist, tá ligado?
This is not the roadmap.
Vai ter ban manual.
A glimpse at how we plan
on shaping
future seasonal updates to bring you fresh gameplay and content throughout the entire season starting next year. With Year 10 Season 4 being a step as we move towards this new direction. It's important to note that seasonal operators and other key features are not present in this cadence update. But let's jump into it. Each season will be split into 4 updates, an update every 3 weeks, and each will carry more weight. 4 balancing updates will be introduced per season to match this new cadence. 2 major and 2 refined. We'll get into the details at the 6th Invitational in Paris. Those updates will follow our new philosophy and keep the season evolving and exciting. You'll also see changes to the rotation of maps in the rank pool. This will happen twice per season, once at the launch and once at mid-season. We'll be introducing a new concept of targeted map updates midway through Year 11. Think of a redesign of a site in a rank map. Some doors are closed, windows are removed, or even relocating a wall or 2 to completely challenge how that site is attacked or defended.
E aí, Edu, qual que é a tradução aqui, pai?
Não sei, mano.
Ficou complexo também. An all-new objective site being added to a map.
O problema é que isso não ser bagulho só para daqui a 10 semanas.
Finally,
Daqui a 7 semanas vai ter o top
we're also
delivery.
bringing out the initial testing of the new 1v1 and 2v2 playlists. We'll be using the arcade seasonal slot for this, and your participation in these modes will help determine if we grow it into something bigger. As I wrap up, I think it's important to mention that we've really taken the time as a team to reflect on what makes Siege truly special and unique. The creativity, intensity, depth of strategy, the competition, and of course, all those unforgettable memories we've made together. As we enter Season 4, we want to be clear to all of you that the future of Siege is one where we are refocused on the core experience that truly defines Siege with its community at heart.
Traduz.
Tradução. Chama aí, vai. Tradução.
Tá moscando.
This is our legacy and a story we'll continue to write together throughout Year 11 and beyond. Now, this concludes my updates for today, but there's a lot more to come, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you all at the 6th Invitational in February, where we'll unveil the full Year 11 roadmap. On behalf of everyone on the Siege team, happy 11th year anniversary, and thank you for playing.
Tenfold.
É isso que é o bagulho, um painel de anúncio do anúncio. É isso que eu tô falando, tá ligado?
Tipo assim, ele falou do bagulho novo da Ranked, falou um pouco dessas mudanças, mas depois do eles vão falar mais, tipo.
Tá daqui a 10 week.
É só depois do Eevee?
Aparentemente.
Não, um vai ser em 7,
em uma semana,
4, 7,
mas
10.
Mas a real mudança mesmo, parece que vai ser só depois do Eevee.
Nossa, todo esse tempo, 44, 3, 2, 1.
Falou dos cheatados, que eles não gostam dos cheatados. Eu também não gosto.
Duvido nessa arena não ter um cheatado. Um bandido aqui. Duvido nessa arena aqui.
Mano, eu só queria ser metade cheater, mano. Metade cheater, mano.
O cara falou, foi com cheater aqui, o cara, mano. Os caras todos...
mostrou o dedo do meio de volta, mano. Fuck you, brother.
Até parece aqui, né? Todo mundo limpo aqui, né?
I hate to say it, but I needed it. An upgrade was in order, but I had a request. Make it more precise. Now, I'll show you what an old-timer can do.
Hello and welcome to Year 10 Season 4 and Operation Tenfold.
Agora tá fácil de traduzir, né?
This is an important season for
Bora,
us
pai!
because we set up an important milestone that we're about to hit. And this is also a season where we're addressing key feedback that we hear from you. We understand and we hear you when you say the important things that you want to see addressed are anti-cheat, gameplay variety, and ranked matchmaking. One of the important changes that's coming with Operation
Caralho,
Tenfold
estão fazendo um update pra mim, pai, pra nós.
Pra você mesmo? Sendo protagonista de novo? Era pra você ou o senhor?
Gosta, né?
Tá dando eco aqui, mano. Quer botar o microfone?
This season marks a historic moment for Siege. 10 years, and we'll be sharing even more details about how we're celebrating this at the end of the reveal, so stay tuned.
This is GSAC Dedicated Officer Aya Smith making her final report on the Rainbow program. Rainbow's last mission is underway. Global stability hangs in the balance. How did we get here? Deimos exploited our blind spots. He used Nighthaven as a distraction.
Historiazinha é foda,
Stayed
mano.
at every step. We should have known he was one of ours. The damage is done. Trust eroded. The Council is ending the program. And who can blame them? The public was endangered. GSAC itself targeted. People died. Outcomes Rainbow was created to prevent. But as long as Phobos is out there, there will be no peace. More than ever, failure is not an option. No matter what came before, Rainbow will come together and see this through. They'll make things right. They will find the explosives. They will stop Phobos, even if it costs them their lives. They've been fighting this enemy since day one. No other team on the planet can get this done. This is our last chance to salvage this. Otherwise, Phobos will be free to act globally. No one will be safe. See you on the other side.
This season, one of the most iconic operators for Siege is evolving. After 10 years, even legends need new tools.
Detected an enemy device.
Thatcher is going to bring the EGS Disruptor to the field now. It's a device that has two components. We have the scanner on one side, and we have the launcher on the other side. The scanner is a screen that will allow you to see every gadgets that are electronic through surfaces.
Enemy's got tech right in front of me.
Ele tem mais carga agora, né? Tem 6.
Able to project EMP charges to those gadgets.
Enemy devices in dark.
The EGS is a very precise gadget. You will be able to see and select a device and shoot it.
Enemy device.
Once you shoot a device, it will go down for 15 seconds and you can see the progress on the scanner screen. Thatcher is a Pathfinder. He has been around for 10 years, and there's a lot more than laser sights now. We are remastering him so he can be relevant for another 10 years.
Enemy devices taken out.
Even after this rework, Thatcher will remain true to himself, and he will be one of the best options for support. We're bringing a new gadget and also a brand new weapon. The brand new weapon is a DMR. The PMR 982 is a DMR that focuses on shorter encounters. It has high damage and has the ability to open line of sight from afar. Thatcher will be the first operator with 4 primary weapons. He will have the L85, the AR-33, the M59, and now the PMR. This new shared weapon will be available on 4 operators: Nuke, Ivana, Capital, and obviously Thatcher. Battle Pass owners will be able to test out the new PMR 2 weeks in early access. After that, it will be available for everyone. This is just the beginning. Moving forward, shared weapon across multiple operators will be one of the core pillars of the gameplay updates in Year 11. We have a brand new weapon, a brand new gadget, and now to round this up, we have a brand new Elite. This Elite skin bundle will be available as the season launches.
Balancing updates should be something players look
Chama, pai.
forward
Tamo
to.
junto.
That refresh gameplay, breathe new life into operators, weapons, and gadgets, and open the door to new strategies and metas. They should spark creativity and keep the competitive spirit alive. We recognize that recent updates haven't always delivered on that promise. Starting now, we're evolving our balance philosophy. While data and performance metrics remain important, we'll also be factoring in how the changes feel, how fun, engaging, and exciting they are to play. Our goal is simple: to make each update something that you can get excited about. We're committed to building a future where balancing brings joy, not frustration, and where your experience is always at the heart of our decisions. And with that, let's jump into this season's updates. We have an update to one of our core gadget systems in the game, the DSEG system. That stands for Disabled State for Electronic Gadgets. This is where all the tech that goes into how and why electronic gadgets turn off or get scrambled when EMP'd, for example. 2 core changes are taking place. 1, all standard weapon sights in the game will now be considered electronic. So when you are EMP'd, your sight will now turn off for the duration of the effect, regardless of which one you have equipped. 2, Mute's signal disruptor will no longer act like an EMP, and as such is being removed from the DSEG system. This is to clean up many inconsistencies with his gadget. For example, if Thermite has an exothermic charge on the main breach and a signal disruptor is in range, Thermite will not be able to send the signal to that device and start the breaching process, because the exothermic charge is within Mute's signal disruption area. Now let's switch the position of the signal disruptor. Thermite is standing in range of the signal disruptor, but his placed exothermic charge is not. When he tries to activate the breaching process, it will fail, because the communication is disrupted on his end. This was not the case in the past. It used to be that only the placed gadget could be disrupted. Now both the source and endpoint of the communication signal can be disrupted. This also means that if a gadget does not use a communication signal, it will be unaffected by mute. Because to put it more simply, he no longer disables electronics. He disrupts the signals electronics emit and receive. With this change, he will in fact be countering a few less gadgets. So he will be receiving 2 additional changes to help offset that. First, he is now a 2-speed, 2-armor operator. Second, the radius of his signal disruptor has been increased. Now, before I move on from the DSEC system, there is one more point of consistency we're adjusting for. But this is for Aruni's surrogates. When her gates are EMP'd, they will now trigger the re-enabled state logic. So they will be disabled for the duration of the EMP, then require to be shot to turn back on, as if you had triggered the gate by throwing something through it. Castle. Castle's update is something I think some might sleep on at first, but I'll tell you one of my strategies for using this change in a moment. His panels are now electrifiable. Throw a Kaid Claw within range of 1, and you just fortified that panel from ranged assault. Personally, I'll be using this to hold the second floor R6 room as Kaid when defending bunks on layer. No more
eu, Razah, já viu tudo isso aqui já, mano. Estamos vendo tudo de novo. Tendo que fingir surpresa é foda.
But why are we adjusting Castle? A part of the site adjustment last season for our defenders was to allow us to start tackling the true issue with many of them. Basically, without a magnified scope, they are not compelling enough to be brought into your lineups, and that simply won't do. So, we are looking into new ways and listening to your feedback on how to improve these operators so that they can have more of an impact without using scopes. Hard breachers might be one of the most important roles in an attacking squad. You need to coordinate with your team to breach key walls and set up angles which allow you to start stripping away the advantage defenders have when the round starts. And because of this, we are looking to give our hard breachers a little attention. Yes, even Ace, who is surprisingly happy to step aside and let his counterparts share in the spotlight, because apparently he's been carrying the hard breaching team for some time now. Let's start with the man that literally started it all, Thermite. Thermite will be receiving 2 changes. He will get an additional exothermic charge, bringing him to 3. He will also be receiving a secondary shotgun for extra flexibility. Maverick will be receiving 3 changes. His breaching torch will no longer pause to cool down and reload. He will also be receiving frag grenades. And lastly, he'll be receiving the Reaper Mark II secondary weapon. Ace has humbly accepted 2 changes. In exchanging for slowing down and becoming a 3 armor, 1 speed, he will also be receiving his own set of stun grenades. Lastly, Habana. Habana will be receiving more changes than the rest. Reduced recoil to the Type 8-9 assault rifle. She'll also be receiving the PMR 90A2 that Thatcher's getting.
My God!
Will be added to her secondary options, and her X-Curo launcher will no longer need to be reloaded between shots. That's it for balancing for now, but we hope you like where we're going with this adjustment in our balancing philosophy, which will of course still continue to grow and evolve as we gather your feedback and look towards the future.
We know cheating as Thatcher experience in
Meu Deus, cheating.
and we need to be clear.
Cheating.
Our recent detection and prevention
Cheating,
systems
meu Deus.
haven't kept pace with the rapid evolution of cheat makers, especially since our move to free access. This season, we are taking responsibility and continuing to invest in stronger measures to protect fairness and security in Siege. Cheating cuts into what makes Siege great: skill, teamwork, and strategy. ShieldGuard remains the backbone of our protection system. In Season 3, we delivered weekly security updates. And now in Season 4, we're changing the cadence. Twice a week, new updates will roll out to constantly disrupt cheat makers and make their work harder. We're also pushing to be faster and more aggressive with data-driven bans. Our research and development team are tracking new cheat patterns every day. We've made progress, but we're not satisfied. Our focus is to permanently ban more cheaters and do it faster. Another major advancement on the way is recoil script detection. We're building a system that can accurately detect macros and scripts without punishing skilled players.
In Season 4, we're working directly with pros to collect recall data, ensuring it's both precise and fair. This is a big step forward, and we are confident that in Year 11, this will roll out to directly protect your matches. And we know the fight against cheaters is never ending. This season, we're stepping up with more research and development, smarter data bans, and more frequent shield guard updates, all aimed at making Siege as fair and secure as possible.
Another big feature is coming to the Esports tab. While the Esports tab is great for staying up to date on everything that's happening in the scene, we also want to make it rewarding for you to jump in and be active. So we're bringing the predictions feature to the game. With predictions, you can make your picks, decide who's going to win. Every time you're right, you can get rewarded for it with alpha packs and skins. Jump in, make your predictions, and get rewarded for it. At the end of the day, the Esports tab continues to grow just like our esports scene in Siege.
While we've been working on our matchmaking tools over the past while, we've heard you, and we need to continue to invest in our matchmaking. That's why this season we're bringing visual rank matchmaking to the ranked playlist. What that means is that it will find players relevant to your skill, sort them based on the difference of your visual rank, and make sure those that end up in your match are as close as possible to your own visual rank and skill. For example, if you're just starting your season at Copper 5, you don't want to be matched against players who've been playing already all season. You'd like to match with people who are of your skill level, but are also just starting the season similar to you. And for those who are pairing up and making a squad, we'll use the highest rank within the squad. We want to continue to invest in the matchmaking of ranked so it's fair and competitive. Season 4 will be a great time to jump into ranked with the improvements to the matchmaking. This season, for training and onboarding, we have something for both newcomers and veterans. And for those that like to T-hunt, the Carries Legion are your new targets. As a map learning tool, being able to navigate maps and take gunfights is really important when you're trying to learn where the staircase is, how am I supposed to move around this map, and where are those danger areas. Now the Carries Legion are all over the map, and they move, they roam, they take those gunfights, they might even throw an impact grenade. So keep your senses alive and take those gunfights one at a time. In this mode, we've offered some new quality of life as well. You can get eliminated, quickly respawn to get back into the action, and change operator at any time to compare loadouts and weapons. We know that this training tool means a lot to players. That's why we're committed to continue to invest in it and make sure it's the training tool you need to warm up, take gunfights, and climb the ranks. In Season 4, we have bot teammates coming on both enlisted and field training. They play the role of both attack and defense, giving you a full 5v5 match. Bots are an important role for welcoming new players into Siege. Playing on a full team and understanding how gadgets are placed, how operators interact, and even how to enter into a building. These are important first steps for players before they enter into PvP. And for players looking to customize their experience, now you can turn on the location of cameras, staircases, hatches, and more directly from the pause menu. We're bringing the mini-map to bot matches and training tools. Minimap is a great way to understand the layout of the different rooms and be able to navigate throughout a building. Whether you're a newcomer or a veteran preparing for your next match, we have something new for training and onboarding in Season 4.
Coming up this season, we have a brand new playlist, the Testing Grounds. The Testing Ground is a playlist that will focus on communication, community, and experimentation. The Testing Ground is all about gathering feedback before we implement the new feature. Everyone will be able to access this content. It's going to be on the main hub. For the first Testing Ground, the subject is going to be armor and speed. Operator can customize health, speed, and sound through the armor choices. You might be a fan of the Gridlock's gadget, but not super comfortable with the armor and speed. This set of new changes allow you to customize their speed. For the purposes of Testing Ground, we will be using the quick match setting, and with the limited pool of maps. This will be available for 1 week during January. To make sure that we gather feedback, we've implemented a QR code on the main menu. Testing Ground is all about working with you. If you want to be part of the future of Siege, this is where it starts. Before we dive into our next topic, there's one operator who always knows how to make an impact. Long before Rainbow, Goyo learned how to turn chaos into precision. Let's take a look.
For those at the Munich Major, you may have already seen Fortress in action during the Creator Show match earlier. For everyone else, you'll get to experience this for yourself this season. This full rework addresses its major pain points: unbalanced bomb sites, too many hallways, lack of good attacker entries, and the courtyard design. What has changed? Objectives have been rebalanced one at a time through playtests and iterations. There are 2 new rooms that have been added to the map. The courtyard has been transformed into an exterior zone for attacker entries. Several hallways were cut, including the huge second floor hallway. Visual updates plus unique features have been added to the objectives for replayability. This rework brings Fortress back into the ranked rotation, but it will also be added to the Pro League map pool, and we're excited for you to play it once again. And that's not all for the maps this season. Alongside the reworked Fortress, it's now Theme Park and Skyscraper's turn to be modernized. This is part of our ongoing effort to keep the foundation of Siege fresh and competitive season after season.
On behalf of the entire
E aí, guys, gostaram?
É
isso, tá ligado? No final das contas foi isso. O anti-cheat vai melhorar. Tá de boa, tá ligado? O anti-cheat tá de boa. Ribana, vai ser mais rápido pra parada, instalar. Ixi, ninguém gostou não.
And so with that, we want to share a little clip that celebrates the game and this amazing community and how far we've come.
Oh! Oh!
Melhor mudança.
10 years of Siege. Every moment, bro. Oh my God. Olha lá. 2016. First year of the new operators. 8 milhões de player, 10 milhões de player. E vão falar que o Rainbow Six tá quebrado. Olha aí, ó. 17, 18 milhões de player, 20 milhões. E vai subir, hein? E vai subir, hein? Vamos ter coragem de falar que hoje em dia aumentou, só não aumentou como multiplicou.
Year 10 will introduce Siege X.
$100 milhões. 100 milhões de players.
Make sure that you actually claim
90 milhões de
reward,
cheat.
100 million player background
Barata,
so that you
velho.
can wear it with pride. And be sure to celebrate the event and the moment.
Isso aí o Valorant teve no primeiro mês de jogo. Porra.
Dropping in December.
Só clica e baixa o jogo.
This event will
Ah,
have
do Free Fire
callbacks
teve mais
and
também.
Easter eggs to some amazing moments in Siege history. We look forward to you checking out the map and everything else that's coming
Stop
with the new
the
season
count.
soon. And there are more rewards to be given out, so stay tuned to our social media. November 17th is when the test server drops, so jump in, give us your feedback, and check out the new content. The launch of the season, Operation Tenfold Pursuit, is December 2nd, so jump in and check out everything that's new in the game, as well as this fantastic celebration. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you in a match.
Oh! Bora!
Aí,
bora!
Valeu.
Bora, pai! Qual que é o seu? 2? 2, Edut? Fala, Edut. Aê, vambora, pai!
Tá aí, mano.
Bora buscar, pai. É isso, guys.
Mano,
é isso.
eu achei da hora essas mudanças do Hard Breacher, tá, mano? Isso aí vai ser um meta changer bizarro, mano. Achei da hora essas mudanças. Mudar um pouquinho a dinâmica ali do...
né, pá?
O bagulho do Ace, Ribana.
Ult agora vai ser...
Assim, da hora, tá ligado? Da hora, mano. Eu só não tenho opinião do Thatcher ainda. O bagulho que eu vou ter que, tipo, ir na private testar o que dá pra fazer mesmo com o boneco. Tipo, pra ver se vai mudar muita coisa mesmo. E o bagulho da Ranked também ficou da hora também.
É, os caras não explicou muito bem, tá ligado?
Eles só falaram por cima, né? Falaram que vai... Tipo, o bagulho top on the leader lá, eu acho que vai ser muito louco, tá ligado? Mas tem que esperar sair mesmo, mano. Isso pra mim é o que eu mais tô empolgado, mano. Falando bem sinceramente dessa atualização.
É, também.
É o mais que eu mais tô empolgado esse top.
É o que mais muda o jogo, de verdade,
top on the leader, mano. Vai ser muito da hora, mano. Tipo, ter a listinha ali, tá ligado? Muito foda, mano.
É isso, irmão. Daqui 2 meses o Invi, praticamente.
3, né? 3 meses.
3 do
Dezembro,
cacete.
janeiro,
já 2 meses e meio, pô.
Sim.
É, 2 meses e meio.
Caralho, já é daqui a pouco, mano.
O bagulho tá voando, filho.
Que isso, irmão? O Invi vai ser daqui a pouco, mano. Que loucura.
É muito rápido mesmo.
Se você gostou, não esquece de deixar um like, tá bom, galera? E se não curtiu, beleza, pode fechar o vídeo e suma, tá? Bye, bye!